Hey guys, today I'll be telling you guys about a deceptive nature of China's green energy strategy. Well, China's not really deceptive, but I'm just going to tell you about the perspective between an American and a third perspective like myself in terms of what China's doing with Russia and Saudi Arabia, and between what they say they're going to do with the green energy. And more than that, Saudi Arabia has also agreed to China that they will only sell their oil with other countries using China's currency as well, which is the renminbi. Well, to Americans, this is indicating that China is not really into the green energy, but only looking out for their own interests. So many Americans believe, by the way, I'm not referring to all Americans, so if you don't feel this way, don't feel offended. So many Americans believe that China is actually not fully committed in the green energy. And the agreement that I've made with Russia and Saudi Arabia is just a part of a bigger plan for them to overtake USA as the strongest country in the world. However, as a third-eye perspective, I don't think that this is entirely correct. I think that China knows that they can work on green energy, but in the meantime, they also need oil to sustain themselves. And the contract between Russia and Saudi Arabia and China is just China trying to benefit themselves as well. And this is also something that some people cannot really accept. You know, those people with a really kind and positive mindset. They cannot accept the fact that in order to be the strongest, you have to take some things away from other people. Plus, I do believe that people that work hardest is supposed to have the best rewards. So actually, I'm just looking at this as a third perspective as what's happening. Americans think that, well, China's deceptive. You say you agree to this. You said you will tag along with the 2035 target for all EV cars. Well, that's a target, and even they know that it's quite highly impossible to achieve that already. I mean, if you think about it, to make a whole country have zero petrol cars, even to them, they know it's quite hard to achieve. Then if you think it's quite hard to achieve, and don't even talk about their factories. Don't even talk about the lights that light up in your house. Don't even talk about affecting all other countries that will also use green energy along with you. I think that this oil industry is still going to go along for another 20 years at the very least. And China's not trying to be deceptive, they're just trying to benefit themselves in the meantime. Plus, it's not like it's a thing to hide that America is also trying to get a lot of oil themselves. The world's transitioning into a green energy world, and there's no doubt about it. But the oil industry is not going anywhere in the next 10 years. And to simply explain to you why the green energy is going to happen is because there's climate change. If you say climate might not be a real thing and it might not affect the world and it might be a scam from the government, then I'm going to tell you again that green energy is definitely going to happen, because even oil is not unlimited. And also, green energy is much more convenient and cheaper at the same time. They just have to figure out how to make it as big as a power source as the petrol and the oil. Other than that, green energy has only pros and almost no cons at all. So this is why I think that green energy is going to happen. But in the meantime, oil does not seem like they're going to go deflating or declining in the next 10 years. Well, in conclusion, China's green energy strategy does not seem to be as genuine as it first seems to be to Americans. However, this does not actually mean that China is also lying to America. China's just doing the thing that they think is the best in their interest, and that's something that all countries would do. So like I said, green energy is gonna come. The transition is gonna happen. But it's also good to understand that oil is still needed in the meantime. Anyways, this will be the end of the video. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you like and subscribe. And I hope you click the notification bell below. And I hope you have a great day as well. Bye.